The feeling of humid or dry nature of air depends not only water vapors present in the air, but it also depends on temperature of air. Then when we say the air is humid, if maximum amount of water vapors present in the air, we say that air is humid. Then when we say air is dry, when amount of water vapors present in the air are very less in amount, we say that air is dry. So take example, when you visit the seashore like Mumbai, Ratnagiri, then you feel that the temperature of the air is very high or air is humid. This is because of the presence of seawater near to that places. What will happen? The seawater get evaporated due to sun heat. So amount of water vapors in that area or places is very high. So nature of air is humid. You feel hot instead of cool, though the water is very near to that places. This is because of presence of water vapor is very large in amount, because water get evaporated in large amount. So you feel the air is humid. If you visit the places like Nagpur or Marathwada, Bidar, in that places you can see the nature of air is dry, because amount of water vapor is very less in amount. So you feel the air is very dry. So dryness or humidity depends upon two factors: the amount of water vapor present in the air, also temperature of air. Now next definition we are going to learn relative humidity. We have seen what is meant by humidity: the amount of moisture present in the atmosphere called as humidity. The water vapor present in the air can be measured using the physical quantity called as absolute humidity. Now we are going to learn relative humidity and percentage relative humidity. So there are four definitions regarding to humidity: absolute humidity, relative humidity, percentage relative humidity. So don't confuse with each other these four definitions. These four definitions are different. So we are going to learn what is meant by relative humidity. It is the ratio of actual mass of vapor present in the air for a given volume and temperature to that required to make air saturated with the vapor at that temperature is called relative humidity. It is the ratio of actual mass of vapor present in the air for a given volume and temperature to that required to make air saturated with the vapor at that temperature is called as relative humidity. If this definition is multiplied with 100, then we will get percentage relative humidity. So what is the definition of percentage relative humidity? You can see here, it is the ratio of actual mass of water vapor contained in air in a given volume upon mass of vapor needed to make the air saturated at that volume into 100. It is the ratio of actual mass of water vapor contained in air in a given volume upon mass of vapor needed to make the air saturated in that volume into 100. Then we will get percentage relative humidity. Now next point is the relative humidity at the dew point is 100%. We know that what is meant by dew point temperature. When unsaturated air is converted into saturated air, the temperature is called as dew point temperature. That temperature, when unsaturated air converted into saturated, that temperature is called as dew point temperature. At that temperature, relative humidity is 100%. If relative humidity is more than 60%, then air is humid. If relative humidity is more than 60%, we feel air is humid. If relative humidity is less than 60%, we feel air is dry. So humidity or dryness, that nature of air depends upon relative humidity. So if these questions may be asked for true or false or fill in the blank. That is, if relative humidity is more than 60%, we feel air is humid. If relative humidity is less than 60%, we feel air is dry. Next point is, during winter season, you may have observed a white trail at the back of flying plane in a clear sky. As the plane flies, the vapor released by aeroplane engine condenses and form a cloud. If the surrounding air has a more relative humidity, then this white trail remains for a long time in the clear sky. That is, all of you have seen the white trail or smoke-like structure when the aeroplane flies in the sky. Why all of you see the white trail? This is because the vapor which is released by the aeroplane engine, they will get condenses. So we can see the presence of white trail in the clear sky. This phenomena is also related with the relative humidity. If amount of relative humidity is more, then the presence of white trail for long time, that is, it will appear for long time in the clear sky. If relative humidity is less, then white trail disappear immediately, or there is no formation of white trail. So the question will be asked like that. During winter, sometimes we see white trail at the back of flying aeroplane in a clear sky. Explain why. So reason is that in a winter, air temperature is low. As a plane flies, vapor released by aeroplane engine condenses and form white cloud. That is, the vapors which are released by the aeroplane engine, they will condense and form white cloud. And there is a formation of white cloud. This is because of temperature is low. If the surrounding air is having more relative humidity, then it takes long time for a white trail to disappear. If relative humidity of the air is more, then that white trail remains for long time in the clear sky. If relative humidity of air is low, white trail may be small in size or may not be formed. That is, if relative humidity, that is amount of water vapor present in the air, is less, then there is no formation of white trail. So this is the example which is given to explain you to relative humidity and how water vapors get condenses and form a cloud. So remember this example.